Guys, welcome back. This is your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another crazy video. First, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So we're gonna be discussing mainly about relationships, and I have three major, really interesting topics, guys. And just to give you a recap of things we're gonna be discussing. Firstly, we're going to look at a jealous wife from Osho State who decided to set her husband ablaze over cheating. And then this one is the most funniest one, but also serious as well. A man got a girl pregnant and he was intending to marry this lady. This man left this lady to become a wife to another man. I'm going to explain it to you guys in case you don't really get it. Then we're going to look at Yul Edochie's wife who finally decided to speak up after many months for her husband marrying a second wife. So first, let's start with this lady. Her name is Ife. And according to how it was narrated, the last message Ife wrote was that he said, "I've always been a calm girl and I've never done this in my life. But timber have pushed me to the edge. At this point, you will weep over myself and him before daybreak. I promising you all that." Okay. Then there's a lady on the run after celebrating her Cairo-based husband over alleged infidelity in Osho State. And according to how it was narrated, they said Timber, the husband, returned from Cairo to surprise his wife on her birthday. She discovered that he had cheated on her and even had a child outside their union. She confronted him with the information and an argument ensued. Ife proceeded to accelerate Timber's phone before setting him ablaze in their house in Osogbo, Ogun State. He was rushed to the hospital where he later died on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Ife is nowhere to be found, and she had left a post on her WhatsApp status that read, "I've always been a calm girl and I've never done this in my life, but Timber has pushed me to the edge. At this point, you will all weep over myself and him before daybreak." So they are currently looking for Ife. Like I've said before, guys, relationship is not by force. Of course, it's hard. Even me myself, sometimes I feel like I've seen heartbreaks before, and sometimes I feel like, man, why is this person doing like this? I feel like biting, eating, doing something nasty, but I know in my heart, I don't have that right. You being married to someone or you being in a relationship to someone doesn't mean that you can maltreat that person. It doesn't mean you can maltreat that person. So stay calm. Well, unfortunately now, I don't know how they're going to get Ife. May the guy gentle soul rest in perfect paradise. It was quite painful. And then let's talk about this really funny one, like I've said before, about a man. So someone said, a man who posted it said, he got her pregnant, engaged her, but 1 month later, dumped her and got engaged to another man. So when you pray, do understand that your husband today could be wife to another man. So your prayer against cheating shouldn't be to other women, but to another man. Just imagine your girlfriend, you have your old boyfriend, and another man is toasting your boyfriend. Have you ever imagined that scenario? So another guy, Scott said, "Let me just say this. Clarence and I separated for 6 months with no contact. With that being said, we dated for 2 years prior to our separation. So the love we had didn't die over the course of these 6 months. We all know he entered in another relationship and was engaged. My pride would never let me interfere or interrupt his happiness, nor would he do that to me with who I was dating. We both sincerely wish each other well. We called it quit. Things didn't work out for either of us in our previous relationship. So we finally did talk. We decided to let our pride go. Since that was the ultimate reason we didn't make our relationship last the first time. Love is truly a gamble, and I'm willing to bet it all on my best friend and the love of my life, Clarence. I still, he still, and we still. That is the two of them dancing together, guys. Oh, God damn it. You got to get pregnant, engaged to that girl, and you never told that girl that you were bisexual, that you were gay. And now you went back to your former boyfriend, a man. So your son now your child will be born and will be like your mother will be like, your father was engaged to me and he don't mean to marry a man. How will that child ever understand that kind of scenario? Well, love is a beautiful thing, and it's good for someone to go for happiness, but it was quite so unfortunate for the lady. She doesn't really deserve what he did to her. Honestly, she doesn't deserve it. And again, just check out this story. A U.S.-based Nigerian man laments after he was forcefully ejected from his home by his wife.
Come on to my house. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Honey, you don't have to
deal with this anymore.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
You let me live my life.
I'm letting you live your life. You are my wife.
Get out of this. Okay.
You are my wife. You don't have to do this, sweetheart. You don't have. This is our house. Why are you throwing out of? Why are you throwing me out of my house? Why are you throwing me out of my house? This is my house. This is my house. Sweetheart, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Sweetheart, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this.
Come to this place this morning. You will come.
Are you throwing me out of my house?
Exactly. That's exactly what
Sweetheart,
I'm doing.
for real?
That's exactly what
What
I'm
about
doing.
the rest of my
That's
things?
exactly what I'm doing. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Well, guys, that's how you see it in America. She just threw me out of my house. In Nigeria, it's men that throw women out of the house. But in America, women throw men out of their house. Can you imagine? We built this house together. A big house. Big house. She threw me out of my house. My properties. Women in America, they want to be in control. They want to have control of the husband, the house, the property, everything. You can't control them. But in Africa, it's a different thing. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do, but my life is going to go on. By 6 p.m. Nigerian time, I'm going to be going live. And I'm going to be telling my story. Women want to be emancipated here in America.
Going on, like, I feel pity for this man, but let's be completely honest. He said we built it together. My dad told me something. My dad taught me something. He said, try to have your own house before getting married. Or even though you get married, try to make sure you build a house and bring your wife into the house. I know it doesn't sound well to some of you, but if, for instance, he was the one that built that house and no single penny from that woman is in that house, I bet you that woman wouldn't have been able to throw them out. If document shows that he built that house from head to toe, from toe to head, or from top to bottom, or from bottom to top. And document shows that her name, her dime is not in the house. Tell me, how will that woman have any right to throw him out of the house? They built it together. So before you can even process any court case or whatsoever, the woman have to throw him out. I don't understand how it works very well over there, but that is what I believe. Like, come on, man, I cannot build my house and I build the house before I marry you into the house, and then you'll be claiming my home. I see a lot of white folks. I've never seen them driving them out of their house before that they built, except if you guys built it together. And possibly, maybe that woman was the person that ever brought the lion's share. Well, can you leave a comment below, guys, and tell me exactly how you feel about that. Then, to end this video, let's talk about Yul Edochie. Of course, his wife, May, has finally decided to speak out concerning her marriage to Yul. And let's listen to her, guys.
I saw a few comments, some people saying May is using this to cash out and all of that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, I'm cashing out, right? I don't wish this upon my enemy, if at all I have any. I don't think I have enemies, but if at all I have any, I do not wish this upon them. You know, depression is real, and there are different stages of depression. You know, for me, rather than dwell in depression, I decided to pick up the pieces of a beautiful world that I had, a very beautiful world, an amazing one that suddenly shattered, that suddenly crushed. I decided to pick up the pieces and try to move on rather than dwell in depression. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. I'm glad that I look happy. I appear strong to you all. I'm glad that I'm happy, really. I'm glad that I'm able to go out there and do stuff. In fact, I'm even amazed. I'm surprised at some of the things I do, you know. But it's all because of the love. I'm telling you, it's the support. It's the support from my family. It's the support from you guys. You guys have been amazing. The love is massive. These are the things that have kept me going, honestly speaking. Some people say I inspire them. Some people say I motivate them. But the truth is, it's you guys that have inspired me.
Okay, and I hope you guys can just... Well, it's quite unfortunate. You never sign up to be a second wife. And boom, the man just married another wife. You know, disrespect. The disrespect was just too much. I feel for her, guys. So thank you guys for watching. The boy again, Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.